What is up, everybody? What is up? It is Super Bowl Eve. Seattle could be hosting a Lombardi trophy at Levi's tomorrow. And hopefully that's what changes things, especially in the front office and how aggressive they are for the 49ers. I really think that if Seattle ends up winning, you got to think 2 Super Bowls for Seattle, 2 Super Bowls for the Rams since the 49ers last Super Bowl. Now, in my lifetime, the 49ers have won 0 Super Bowls. I'm 27 years old. I haven't seen one. My dad's seen 5. You know what I mean? Like, it's great, right? They need to get back to that dominance, okay? And I apologize because I just shaved and it looks like I have a little shaving cut. So if you see blood coming out from right here, looks like it's because of the shaving. Anyways, again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this on TikTok, vice versa, make sure you sub to YouTube for the long form content like this. Make sure you follow me on TikTok for some more short form content stuff. I do want to bring up a few things because this game tomorrow, I think, is being I wouldn't say misconstrued, but I don't feel like media is talking about it the right way. First take. I mean, I just that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But like, you can look at anybody, NFL Live. I just don't think they're talking about it the right way. At the end of the day, I think the Patriots are going to win, and I could be wrong, but I feel like it's crazy no one's giving the Patriots a chance when they have a coach who's won a Super Bowl, knows what it takes. By the way, won a Super Bowl in a game. I believe that he won the Super Bowl he won with New England. They were 14-point underdogs. No, I'm pretty sure. So again, that's a guy who's been there, who knows how to do that. And you look at McDaniels as a legendary OC. You know how many Super Bowls he's won as an offensive coordinator? So I look at that and I look at something experience. And I know Drake May is a second-year quarterback, and I'm not expecting this to be a blowout in any fashion. People say Seattle's going to blow them out. People say New England's going to blow them out. Again, I have a shaving cut, so that's why I'm bleeding a little bit. But you know what? It's all good. We ride. We'll do it like this if we have to. We'll do it like this if we have to. At the end of the day, I really think that New England, look, Seattle, and it goes to vice versa, right? Seattle hasn't faced a run defense like New England. New England hasn't faced a run defense like Seattle. I want to share my screen real quick because I think it's super important that we look at some of these metrics that nobody's talking about in this football game for tomorrow. And again, I'm not saying I'm 100% right and New England's going to win or it'll be close. I mean, Seattle could absolutely blow them out. But if we're looking at the metrics, this is a much closer matchup, and this is a brutal matchup for both sides. I think it's a brutal matchup for Seattle. They faced the Niners team that was bad against the run, had no pass rush. And they faced a Rams team that struggled to stop their run, by the way, their run offense. And they have no corners. So Darnold was able to tear him up all game. He's finally playing a secondary that has Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones, and Carlton Davis, right? And a D-line that has Milton Williams and other guys. Like, this is a good run defense. So let's look at, this is defensive points per game, right? Okay, you got the top 2 teams, 17, 17.3. And look at what New England has played. They've played Houston. They've played Denver. They've played 2 of the best defenses they're going to play. Now, maybe Seattle is a little bit better than those teams defensively. You could make an argument. But they're more prepared to play a defense like that since they've played 3 excellent defenses. You see the Chargers there at 8 in a row. Whereas Seattle, who have they played that's on this list? Who have they played? The Rams, 10th. Okay, San Francisco, 15th. Those aren't the same upper echelon defenses. You know what I mean? Like, and we look at rushing defense, opponent rushing yards per game. Okay, Seattle ended up finishing 3rd. New England finished 4th. Now, the thing is, Seattle's offense is fully predicated on Ken Walker getting 1st and 2nd down runs, and then Sam Darnold having 3rd and short, and it opening up the play action, even on 2nd down, right? If you get a good run. New England's going to stop the run. I think the run is stopped both ways. And which quarterback do I trust more against the secondary to get it done? I think that New England's secondary is better than Seattle's because Seattle is Witherspoon and Julian Love's playing great, and Nick Emenwari is used kind of like a linebacker, a little hybrid. I think he's excellent. But remember, they haven't played a defense like this, man. Sam Darnold is due for a bad game. Drake May has played a ton of bad games in a row. He's due for a good game. Everyone in the world is picking the Seahawks. This just screams Patriots upset. That's what it screams. And Seattle is a better football team. Don't get me wrong. They are a better football team. But we've seen it time and time again. I know a lot of you guys are Niners fans that sub to me, and I'm a diehard Niners fan too. The Niners were a far better team than the Chiefs in 2023. Or I guess it was the 2024 Super Bowl, the one they lost. They were a far better team. The better team doesn't always win, guys. It doesn't always win. 49ers in 2020 were a better team than the Chiefs. They didn't win. The Eagles were a better team when the Chiefs won in 2020. What was that, 3 or 2? The Buccaneers, you could argue, weren't as good as the Chiefs the year they pummeled them in the Super Bowl. A lot of it is going to come down to the first few possessions, who controls the clock, and a multitude of things. And I came out of the video on this, but look, Seattle, okay, great run defense. New England's already played Denver, 5th-ranked run defense. Okay, Chargers, 10th-ranked run defense, and Houston, 2nd-ranked run defense. They've played great defenses, elite, upper echelon. Who has Seattle played that can stop their run? Rams, 11th. Okay. And their secondary's ass, so they have to be that good. San Francisco, 12th. And neither of those teams got a good pass rush. And yes, Seattle has a dominant offensive line. They do. And I'm not discounting what Seattle is as a team. I think Seattle is an excellent football team, and I think that they are very well built. But this game is going to come down to Sam Darnold and 3rd and long, because we know New England's going to stop the run. Can Sam Darnold find JSN, find Cooper Kupp, find Jake Bobo, find AJ Barner, find Torrey, or guys like that when it's 3rd and long? Because we really haven't seen it the entire playoffs. He's kind of been put in a position to succeed the entire playoffs because the run game has been so successful. And I don't know. I personally think that this is going to be a game that New England is going to control the clock, and Drake May is due for a massive performance, especially just losing the MVP. This screams New England by 3 or 4 points. I truly believe that. We got a few comments here I'll show you guys, and I appreciate you showing out. Again, if you're watching this on TikTok, make sure you sub to my YouTube. This will be on YouTube after if you want to rewatch this and the analysis that I feel like most media members and most shows aren't going over right now. Because no one's really given New England a chance. It's so basic, everybody's analysis these days. Like, oh, Sam Darnold's been playing great. They beat better teams. They've played better teams. That's all true. But why aren't you saying that, Seattle hasn't played a top 5 run defense in months? They haven't played a secondary like they're about to play in months. They haven't played a quarterback they're about to play besides Matthew Stafford in months. I love Brock Purdy, but let's be real. He was in hell. Their O-line was not that good, San Francisco. We all know that. It doesn't take a genius to figure out. Like, they were getting pushed around by Nwosu, by Leonard Williams, by all those guys, right? Stafford dominated them. Look what a good quarterback did against them with a decent enough offensive line and good enough weapons. Purdy didn't have that, so I'm not holding him to the same standard as Stafford. I don't know. I think Seattle's defense can be exploited. I just think Kyle Shanahan can't, for whatever reason, make adjustments to Mike McDonald's defense. Obviously, Sean McVay could. And I think Josh McDaniels he's been in these moments. Who on Seattle has won a Super Bowl besides Cooper Kupp on that entire roster? Who's had a Super Bowl experience? That also matters to me. And especially the favorite, my goodness, have they been poor in previous Super Bowls, the previous few? I mean, I believe Philly might have been favored last year, but a lot of money was on Kansas City, and everybody was picking them. Eagles won. 2 years ago, everyone picked the Niners. Chiefs won. 3 years ago, everybody picked the Eagles. Chiefs won. 4 years ago, everybody picked the Chiefs. Buccaneers won. 5 years ago, or that might have been, was that? No, the Rams. I feel like it was Rams, Bengals, and then before that was Tampa. Yeah, so everyone picked the Rams. They ended up winning. That was I think an anomaly. Year before, it was Buccaneers, Chiefs. Everyone picked the Chiefs. The Patriots won. Year before that, Patriots, Rams. Everybody and their mom picked the Rams. If you guys remember that Super Bowl, Rams looked great all year. That was the year that Jared Goff had that insane game against Kansas City earlier on in the season, where it was like one of the best regular season games of all time. And New England won that game. And you could just go down the list, right? You can go down the list. Like when Philly beat New England, they weren't supposed to win when they had the Philly special with Nick Foles. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying that Sam Darnold's going to absolutely have a bad game, but a lot of factors aren't adding up for Seattle to play the way they've wanted to play. I mean, Sam Darnold led the league in turnovers. It's not like he's like, he hasn't turned the ball over at all this entire postseason. He's due for some turnovers against a very good defense. That's number one. Two, he's never played in a game as big as this, and he's not playing bums and McDonald's workers in the secondary anymore, like on the Rams. And I hate to say this, I know I'm sunburned. I know my ears are red. The camera's also making them look red. I'm kind of a redneck. I'm always red. It's like not my ears are always red. I put sunscreen on, it doesn't matter, and the camera's making it look more red because it zooms in on my face and it gets right here, and then this is kind of out of focus. So they're not as red as you guys think. I appreciate you looking out for me. I did just run 3 miles in the sun, so that might be it. But I put on sunscreen. But I've always had pretty red ears, and dude, when I was playing baseball in college and in high school and everything, I would get so sunburned. I had the worst farmer's tan of all time when I was playing baseball, but that's a separate conversation. I just don't think. See, I think a lot of things are adding up for the Patriots to have a very good game and the Seahawks to have a poor game. Now, I think there's another side of this. I think Seattle could absolutely have a poor game and still win because they're a better team, right? Like the Niners didn't play that well against the Chiefs, and they had a chance to win in overtime. They didn't, but they kept it close, even though they didn't play their best football 2 years ago. Last year, the Chiefs just got manhandled, right? So again, you have to think about this. Like, there's so many factors in its one singular game. One singular game. The best team doesn't always win, guys. And that's why I think it's important to look at these stats, right? So we look at run defense. Now let's go to pass defense, right? Because again, run defense, Seattle hasn't played a run defense like New England, and New England has played run defenses and have adapted, and Josh McDaniels has adapted to Houston, to Denver. They both beat, to the Chargers as well. Let's look at passing defense. Opponent passing yards per game. Okay. Who's got a better pass defense? New England. New England. Seattle can be exploited. We saw what Matthew Stafford did to them last 2 weeks ago. I'm not saying Drake May is going to put up 30 on their neck, but like if he puts up 25, the Patriots have a chance to win. Everyone's expecting Seattle to win because they are a much better team on paper, but I'm just telling you guys right now that it might not go that way. I could absolutely be wrong, and Seattle could dominate them. That's obviously in question. I'm just saying nobody's given the Patriots a chance. I think the Patriots, yes, with their easy schedule, they absolutely have a chance. Now, let me get to these comments. Darnold is going to Darnold, saving the biggest. I don't know. I think Darnold can absolutely play well, but this is the toughest defense he's played in a while. You think Mekhi Lemon could drop to the Niners? Because besides, I hope so. I don't. I just did a mock draft, which again, I'm going to be coming out with a lot of mock drafts post Super Bowl. So Monday, I'm going to do a full Niners mock. I believe it's Grant Cohn and Maj Sports. We're going to be doing a full 49ers 7-round mock. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of mock draft content. So Monday's the day where we're going to start transitioning the draft more and more and more, and that's going to come to full circle. But I don't think Mekhi falls past 13. Seattle hasn't played a good defense in a long time. Correct. People don't realize May played it good against the Texans, did enough. I wouldn't say he played good against the Texans. He had 2 fumbles, right? But like considering the defense he was playing, Drake May is going to crush Seattle. He's not going to crush Seattle, but I do expect the Patriots to win. I'm in the minority though. Okay. Hawks by 15. That wouldn't shock me. They're supposed to win. There's a lot of pressure on them to dominate them. They've been dominating teams all year long. They're supposed to win. We got another question. If they man up, Gonzo and JSN play cover 6 behind it and blitz against the run, Pats have this. You know football, brother. And remember, you got to understand, Mike Vrabel's defenses are legitimately known for taking away players. They're going to try and take away JSN. Now, will they be able to do that? Jason's so good, I don't know if you can fucking take him away. But you just know Cooper Kupp's going to have to go off. You just know Jake Bobo is going to get a few catches. AJ Barner, Rashid Shaheed, all these guys are going to get a few catches, right? All right, let's see. We got some more. Seattle has a much better defense. They don't, though. Seattle does not have a better defense. Maybe against the run slightly, but look at how many spots up New England's 4 spots up on their pass defense. Way better pass defense. Better pass defense in the playoffs. Better run defense in the playoffs, by the way. And I love Seattle's defense. I think they're one of the most well-coached teams in the league. Mike McDonald was one of the best hires of the 21st century. Incredible. There's no bias in this. I'm putting my Niners bias aside from this. Like, Seattle should absolutely win this game, and it's a catastrophe if they don't. I'm just saying, and no one's given the Patriots a chance, and I'm trying to tell you guys why. They have a better pass defense. They have equal run defense. Their DVOA, if we look at advanced stats, like, I don't know, turnover margin per game. Let's see I think Seattle forces more turnovers, I'm pretty sure. Seattle 13th. No, New England does as well. So, again, this is just something that I feel like no one is giving enough credit, I feel like, to the Patriots. And they can absolutely win this game. And I feel like nobody's talking about it. Everyone's just kind of picking Seattle. They're expected to win. They're supposed to win. But Super Bowl, not always the best team wins. Tom Brady, some of his teams were, I wouldn't say better, but they had great defenses. Tom Brady played bad in like 4 or 5 Super Bowls. He did not play great. He didn't. And he still won because his defenses were so good. Drake May when Sam Darnold don't have to play well. Again, this is a quarterback. Everyone's talking about the fucking quarterbacks. It's going to be about defensive schemes in which OC, whether it's Kubiak or whether McDaniels, can do just enough to call the right plays for their quarterback to make the difference. Because neither team's going to be able to run the football. I'm telling you guys this right now. This is going to be a lot of punts, a lot of pass-heavy plays. And which quarterback do you guys trust more to get the job done? I trust Drake May more. I think Drake May is a better quarterback. And I like Darnold, but Drake May is a better quarterback. So when Seattle wins, can I come back and say I told you so? Look, I don't know. Again, you shouldn't be mad at me. I'm just saying there's a chance the Patriots win, and I'm picking the Patriots. I'm in the minority. Everybody thinks Seattle's going to win. You don't have to come back and I told you so to me, to anybody, because they're supposed to win. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big, like, no one's going to be shocked if Seattle puts 45 on them. I'm just saying there's a scenario where the Patriots win this game, and I think it's a far likelier scenario than people are giving them credit for. Right here, May has to play like he did against the Texans D and just not turn the ball over. I agree, but they're not going to be able to run the football. So again, you're going to see a lot of. I think they're going to have to attack Seattle through the seam with Hunter Henry. They're going to have to attack the non-Witherspoon. Like Tariq Woolen has been playing great. I think he's due for a bad game. They're going to have to attack him. Sam Darnold, have since USC. I mean, I've met Sam Darnold. I love Sam Darnold. I met him. He's a great guy. I went to SC. He was there. He left the year I got to SC. But I've met him. He visited my class when I was there in a sports media class. He's a fantastic guy. I have nothing but respect for him. Drake May is a better quarterback than him. Hawks, yep, that's the ticket. Face red troopy. You guys are funny, man. I'm not trying to disrespect your team. I'm just saying that not a lot of people in media are giving the Patriots a chance, and I'm absolutely going to give them a chance. Could I be wrong? Could I look like an absolute fool to you guys tomorrow? 100%. I'm not putting that out there, and I'll take it like a man. I said Con Knippel was a horrible draft pick by Charlotte. I look like a fucking moron right now for that, and I'll own it. I'm not deleting that video. I own every wrong take I've ever said. I own it with 100% certainty. You can come cook me. Like, it's fine. Completely okay. I'm just saying everyone's just expecting Seattle to ramrod them. And I think it's not only going to be a close game, but I would not be shocked if the Patriots win this game. Says the guy that doesn't know sunscreen exists. Dude, do I really affect you that much? You don't have to be mean to me. It's okay. My ears are red. I get it. The camera makes them look redder. I just ran 3 miles. I hope you exercised and ran 3 miles as well and are enjoying your life and getting your testosterone up. And you don't have to be mad at me. It's okay. Let the game do the talking tomorrow. It's okay. I'm just giving my analysis. There's not a problem with giving analysis. Truly. I mean, it's hilarious. Some of the comments I get, like, fuck this guy. He's been out on Seattle all year. Fuck this dude. Blah, blah, blah. It's okay. I promise you it's okay. You have a great life. You're blessed by Christ. God loves you. Like, you don't need to be coming into my, like, truly, it's okay. It's not a big deal, guys. I love all you guys, whether you guys dislike me or not and think I'm hating on your team. I am not saying Seattle's a bad football team. I'm saying there's a possibility New England wins tomorrow. There's a possibility. And I think it's a stronger possibility than I think most media people are giving them credit for. And it has to do with the run defense. It has to do with the pass defense. They are as good of a run defense as Seattle, and they're a better pass defense than Seattle. They have a better quarterback, and they have a better offensive coordinator. Truly. McDaniel's horrible head coach, great offensive coordinator. I think he's better than Kubiak, and Kubiak's done a great job all year. So those are my thoughts pre-Super Bowl. If you're not subbed to the YouTube, make sure you sub to my YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok or X, make sure you sub to my YouTube, and vice versa. If you're on YouTube, make sure you follow me on TikTok. I have a few videos about why I think the Patriots will win this game tomorrow, why I'm leaning in that direction. I love all you guys. I'm going to do a stream post-Super Bowl, so I'll be on here again tomorrow. And if you guys want to come cook me tomorrow after the Super Bowl, I'll take it like a man. That's fine. But